Hey nerds being geeks, Alex here, and I got a comic book haul from Colorado, and this one, it's not Mile High Comics, it's Time Warp in Boulder. Let's get into it. Before we get into the video, I just want to let everyone know that Nerds Being Geeks has an Instagram. It is doing good. I'm enjoying it. Posting comics, posting comic book related material. If you get a chance, go over there, give it a follow, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Nerds Being Geeks YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Alright, so before we get into this comic book haul, I wanted to talk a little bit about Time Warp Comics. That's where this comic book haul is from. This was after my experience at Mile High Comics, which was not great. Yeah, woof. Not a good experience at Mile High Comics. Was really let down. But once we left Denver, we were going to the Rocky Mountain National Park, and on the way was Boulder, and there was a comic book store, Time Warp Comics. So we stopped in and spent about 45 minutes to an hour in there. It was a great shop. Everyone was friendly. They had great selection of wall books, a couple of ones in the like behind glass cases. They had what was my favorite part were these long boxes that were discounted. So it was full of Silver Age, some early Bronze Age. Also some modern stuff as well. And it was priced really well. And this is where all of my comics from this haul came from. I didn't spend a ton of time in there because, I'm on vacation and I don't want to spend all my time in a comic book store, as awesome as that sounds. But I had a really great time at Time Warp, and I highly recommend, if you're in Boulder, to check them out. All right, so let's get into this. If you've been following me on my comic book hauls, I have been working on my Tomb of Dracula and my Werewolf by Night run, and that is what this consists of, or those two runs. So if you're into horror or monster books, Nerds Being Geeks is for you, for sure. It's not all my content, but it's kind of been my focus of 2021. It's kind of been those two runs, along with a few other ones. But so let's get into this. So first up, I have Werewolf by Night 17. Looks like they do have this marked as a G-. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not going to get into grading all these books, but it was $3. And a lot of times lately, it's been harder to find some of these Tomb of Dracula or Werewolf by Night runs under $5 or below. But I was happy to find some of these at that price. So I'm gonna pay for what it's graded at, and I'm not looking for 9.8s. I'm not looking for whatever newsstands. I'm not looking for the cleanest copies. I just want reader copies to complete my run. Like I've said before, the more affordable the comic, the more comics I'll be able to afford. So I'm all about the low grade, as long as I'm paying that low grade price. All right, so next up, I got Werewolf by Night 28. This one's sweet because it's in Mylar. Love that. I love Mylar. Makes everything look better. But this one is pretty cool. We got Dr. Glitter Knight. Fucking love that name. That is what they called me in high school. Am I right? Alright, so my last Werewolf by Night book is Werewolf by Night, issue 40. You might have saw on my Instagram, this was the book. No, I didn't go hiking up the Rocky Mountains. There was a road. We drove up it, and to the top, it was like 11,000 feet up and above sea level. And my wife's like, hey, you should take a picture of like one of your books. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And this was the book I took a picture of. And everyone in the comments was like, why did you hike all the way up there with your comic books and stuff? I was like, no, I drove. I drove to the top. I am not hiking. I don't do ruck marches anymore. Moving on to Tomb of Dracula, issue 33. Working on that run. Some of these books are getting harder and harder to find at these lower prices. Well, it's a cool one. Got Blade on the cover here. Oh, and Hannibal King. So any of the Blade covers are just getting harder and harder to find at a decent price for Tomb of Dracula. We all know Blade's coming to the MCU, so I'm guessing Dracula's right behind him. And the rumor is Werewolf by Night is as well. So here we go. Tomb of Dracula 53. Pretty cool book. Got another Tomb of Dracula for you, issue 59. Yep. Alright, so the last book from this haul is Tomb of Dracula 65. Pretty cool cover. Not every haul is going to be a grail, a key, a 9.8. I'm just working on those runs. And hopefully we get there sooner rather than later. Because these prices are going up. Which is unfortunate. I picked a terrible time to collect these books. But here we are. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Please like, share, and subscribe to Nerds Being Geeks. As I said, I got the Instagram for Nerds Being Geeks as well. Just comic books posted every day. Just enjoying the hobby. This channel is all about, we're not really speculators. We're just, no speculation, just comic book accumulation. Just love getting the books, love reading them, collecting them, sorting them. Not so much bagging and boarding after you've done it for hours on end. But, just enjoying the hobby. Hope you guys are too. And, just want to give a shout out to Time Warp Comics in Boulder, Colorado. Great shop. Had a great time. Would have spent all day in there if I could. I would definitely go back there. Follow them. All their information is going to be below. Go check them out. See what they're doing. So if you're ever in the Boulder area, highly recommend it. So this is Alex from Nerds Being Geeks, and thanks for watching.